Hello and welcome to Spinster's Library.
I'm Robin, the guest spinster.
I'm Claudia, the regular spinster.
But not actually a spinster because she's married.
Oh, so many comments. I should just put an FAQ in my description box. Right,
okay, so
we have a small book haul.
We did. We went on a small book haul and we got some books.
Yes, that's what we do. But it's not as bad this time.
No.
It's few books, so...
we can get them all in the frame, which is really helpful.
Yes.
So, I will start because I got one more than Claudia did. So, I'm going to start off with Cecilia Ahern's Lyrebird. Lyrebird. It's really pretty cover, despite the awful £4 sticker. I didn't pay £4 because it was from a charity shop. And I just picked it up because it has a really shiny golden spine, and then I really like this shiny golden leaf on the front.
Yes.
So then I looked at the blurb, and it's all about like a secret life and how it's revealed after someone dies. And Lyrebird. Can you tell me how you pronounce it in the comments,
It's probably
please?
not pronounced Lyrebird.
Tell me how you pronounce it in the comments. But that's her nickname, and she has a gift with sound, and it's a talent that offers her a passport into the world. So it sounds interesting. It just sounds different. It's a love story. It's probably going to be really easy read.
Yeah, I think this is the author who wrote P.S. I Love You, but I'm not sure. But anyway, she's I think my mum likes quite a few of her books.
Oh, don't say that.
No, my mum's got decent taste in literature. She's okay.
Yeah, and it's a Sunday Times bestseller, so that's always a positive.
The first book I got is Matt Haig, To Be a Cat. Now, last haul we did, you got a lot of Matt Haig books in that one. And I've never read any of his books. And I spotted this fittingly in the Cats Protection charity shop. And yeah, I mean, you recommend the author. I like cats. And
he does adult books, and I'm guessing, well, obviously, this is a kid's book.
It looks like it's a kid's book.
But you know what? Like, it's really, really nice. Like, his writing's really interesting. He's got a real sort of sense of the world.
So what it looks like, it's the story of a boy who wakes up as a cat. And that just sounds adorable.
I really want to read it after you. I love Matt Haig.
Yes.
He's so fierce.
It's got illustrations in it as well, look.
Winning! So now for mine. I was drawn to this by another shiny gold spine. I like shiny things. So this actually was in the historical fiction section. I didn't even realise it was in the historical fiction section until afterwards, after I picked it up. And after reading the blurb, I really, really like the sound of it, and it's gotten a pretty decent average review on Goodreads. I think he did this radio show about the history of time and 100 objects. Take 3.
Sorry.
Claudia has decided that she is going to Google Melvyn Bragg BBC.
History? Yes!
She's such a nerd. Basically, she's just done a load
of
researching on the author. So he did a history of the world in 100 objects. The author is Melvyn Bragg. But anyway, I like it. Look how I just keep doing that because you can see the shine on it. So I'm just going to sit here for about 5 minutes and give you the shiny.
This is quality content, Robin.
No, but you know what
we've got no books to talk about, so we have to do something.
But you know what you could do? From now, if I just sit here for a couple of minutes doing this, you could then speed it up pretty quick, and then it'd be like brrrr, and it'd be really shiny.
But now then, you've already messed it up by doing the brrrr.
From now.
Okay, that's enough. I got The Long Song by Andrea Levy, and I got this because I watched the recent BBC adaptation of this. They did it as a miniseries, I think 3 parts.
How do you do that? Watch something first and then read it.
I didn't realise it was based on a book.
I hate reading after I've watched something because I have the images of what they look like in my head.
It was a really, really good adaptation.
Shortlisted for the Man Booker
in 2010, so it's almost a decade old, and it's a first-person narrative by the sounds of it.
Oh my gosh, that just hit home.
What?
2010 was a decade ago.
Yeah. Do you want to know what's weird? I have a colleague who was born in 2002.
Okay, can we just have a moment?
So this is the story, first-person narrative of a woman who grows up in Jamaica as a slave. The plantation owner is a British man, well, a British woman and her brother. It kind of goes from there. It's like the story of her life.
Sorry, I'm still getting over it.
That's okay. You just take your time. And it's so the adaptation was really, really good because it was both funny and heartbreaking and dramatic, and it just had all of the emotions in it.
Do you think I'd like it?
Possibly, yeah. Possibly. I'll tell you after I've read it.
Oh yeah. So now that I've gotten over the fact, I haven't actually gotten over the fact that 2010 was a decade ago. Whoa! I'm going to talk about my next book, and hopefully it'll take my mind off the fact that I'm getting old. So, Some Kind of Wonderful by Giovanna Fletcher. She's married to Tom Fletcher, who is the lead singer of McFly, and seeing as how I was born in the 90s, I love McFly.
See, I was already over that kind of music when McFly were big.
That's because you're old.
I am old, yes.
And I really like cheese.
They do have some good songs.
But they do have some good ones. When Instagram first started out and I was a bit like, whoa, what's this thing? I checked it out and I found Tom Fletcher, and he's married to Giovanna Fletcher. They have children and they're just really cool parents. Like, they're just really, really cool. But they have taken, well, at least Tom Fletcher's taken his fame, and he writes musicals, and he does also write children's books. But Giovanna Fletcher writes books for adults, and they have written books together as well. They wrote Eve of Man, which I bought the other week.
Okay.
And they've got a new one, Eve of Man 2, coming out. So they do co-write as well, which is really, really cool. So I've never actually read any of Giovanna Fletcher, so I wanted to give that a go, which is why I saw it.
I have like no emotional connection to McFly whatsoever. Like
it's just, for me, it's not necessarily emotional. It's just like, I know them.
No, but you know what? If like Anastasia would write a book, I'd be all over that.
Dido.
So I recently realised, right, that 2004 was my year in music. Like, I was 13 in 2004.
I don't know, like, music years. I just know what music I like.
But I was looking at, like, the top 100 in Germany in 2004, and I was like, I could sing every single one of these songs.
To be fair, 2006, 2007, that's kind of when things went downhill, in my humblest of opinions.
I don't know. Like, I'm sure today's music is really good. I'm still stuck in 15 years ago, so...
I don't like today's music. It's too repetitive.
Oh, come on. Music in 2004 was pretty crap as well.
Okay, no. We had steps, and steps were amazing because you could actually dance to their music. Like, one for sorrow, ain't it too bad? And you could dance to it, and it was great. Music nowadays is just like...
I'm sure you can dance to it as well.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
They do the flossing thing.
Yeah, but you don't have routines. You don't have dramatic routines. What was that?
Theresa May's dance.
Theresa May.
My very first memory is actually my babysitter teaching me the Macarena.
Oh! Macarena.
Okay, never mind. My next book is A Passage to India by E.M. Forster, and this is just an expansion of my E.M. Forster collection. So it will join the rest of my unread E.M. Forsters on my TBR, because as I've mentioned before, he's one of those authors where I really want to explore his entire work. And this is one of his big ones. This is one of his big novels.
Psyched.
Can't tell you what it's actually about, but I assume at some point someone travels to India.
Let's go to India one day. Okay. The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Hey. Yeah, so then my next book...
Why are you pointing at me when you said wallflower? I'm offended.
You're a wall... Wait. I meant that in a nice way. Like if you were like a cute little daisy or something. It's alright. Don't darling me. My next book is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. By Stephen...
Chbosky. I'm just gonna say, I don't know if that's actually how it's
Chbosky.
I mean, this was pretty big a few years ago as well, wasn't it?
I think it was a film.
It was a film.
The guy in the charity shop was like, oh, this was a film, wasn't it? And I was like, I have no idea. Oh,
it's actually from the 90s.
Doesn't this
I thought it was more recent than that.
He was like, doesn't this have the girl from Harry Potter? And I was like, I don't know. And he was asking me all these questions as if I knew. And I was like, I don't know. So instead I turned to look at Claudia, who was going, yep, I think so. Yep. It's a short book, and I've heard the name.
I've heard really good things about it.
And it was 99p, so...
But also, like, I think it's genuinely a good book. And you've been reading a bit more YA recently anyway, haven't you?
Yeah, so I just wanted to give it a go. And it was, like, a funky cover.
It's a cool cover design. Yes.
Let the people see.
I'm surprised it's from the 90s. I had it in mind as being more recent than that, but maybe I'm thinking of the film.
Well, 2010 was only a decade ago. I think I need to lie down. This is too much.
Right, let's go and have a lie down. It's nice to have a haul that's under half an hour long as well.
It is, and people can actually watch it without
I'm sure they appreciate it as well. Yeah. So let us know if you've read any of the books that we talked about and which ones you'd recommend we pick up next.
In the comments below. I need to broaden my horizon.
And tell me, this is my specific question, tell me what was your year in music? Like I said, mine was 2004. Yours would probably be 2006 then, based on like the, you know, McFly and stuff like that.
I guess so. And tell me if you ever had dance routines to step songs.
Everyone had that. Oh,
no,
to step songs.
But I want to know, like, specifically, which step song, and did you have a routine? And could you briefly describe it so I can practice in my bedroom?
See, my American viewers, who are like 60% of the people who watch, are like, what is steps?
If you don't know steps, you need to go on Spotify or Google Play or YouTube, I don't care, and listen to steps, okay? They are great. They are really great. They have the best music to dance to. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's great, okay? So please.
Thank you for watching.
Bye!